Stella, Splash, Simba, Boo, Sammy, Richard, Nancy, Goldie, Ziggy, Ringo, Eva, Hydrox, and Ditto, the Lucky Ferals. It is 8:30 a.m. I just came in the room to give Carmella her breakfast. She's been running around all morning. Look at this. She locked herself out of the crate. You want to go in? You going to go in the crate? Well, I know she used the litter box, and she ate all of her food, so this must be a recent occurrence. You going to have some breakfast? Some breakfast? It is 8:35 a.m., and I just served her breakfast here on the scale. She went right onto the scale to eat it. Today she's weighing 3 pounds and 15.7 ounces. She's going to be 4 pounds soon, probably tomorrow. This is awesome. So one of the things that I'd like to do today is kitten-proof other rooms in the house. So hopefully I'll be able to get that done. I feel like every time I want to get something done, some other kind of distraction pops up that needs my attention. So I'd like to do that because I have everything I need to do that. For breakfast today, she is having the Waruva, one of their chicken meals for kittens. I think it's the one in the hydrating puree. And then she's also having the Science Diet tender chicken entree. So she is up 1.5 ounces from yesterday. And she's been very, very active in the room. Last night she had crazy playtime running around. And this morning she's been running around. And last night, when we were having playtime at night, I fell asleep on the day sofa again. And then when I woke up, she was laying on my arm. Hello, little girl. Hello, little girl. But I was very uncomfortable, so then what happened was I moved her onto the day sofa, like onto just some blankets, and I went to bed. You're a good girl. What a good girl. The one thing I have to say is she purrs louder than any other cat I've ever experienced. Like, her purrs are so loud. And I have been looking for a cat tower to replace this one. The problem is that it seems like they don't make this configuration anymore. So the ones that I've seen in the stores recently, they're a little bit shorter and they don't have this platform here that's like exactly in line with the shelf. So I'm still kind of looking around to see if I could spot this one. Yesterday, I got this little tray from Daiso. It was like $2.25. And it's perfect for this crate and perfect for these little bowls that I use for her food and water. So I was using like a folded up training pad over here. But this works out really well. As you can see, like underneath, if there's like spills and stuff, it ends up on the tray, which is good. It's 9:20 a.m. and look at this. So it looks like most of the food that was in the feeder is gone. It's been eaten. But the feeder is still there. It's still upright. So maybe the board on the bottom of it is working well. Good morning, Sammy. Good morning, Goldie. There's Nancy, Eva, and Ziggy downstairs. Come on. Come on, we got to get our day started. Come on. Come on. We're having a little bit late start to our day. It's about 9:30 a.m. Look at this. Cousin Oliver's waiting for some food, so I'm going to give him some leftovers from the Lucky 7 along with some dry food. Okay, ready for breakfast? There he goes. He's eating his food. He seems to be walking okay, so that's good. And yeah, so I have served 4 breakfasts today. 4 different breakfasts. to the cats. Carmella got her kitten breakfast. Splash and Simba got their breakfast, which was the Nature's Variety Instinct Raw Bites. The Lucky Seven got Science Diet canned food today because today's Sunday. And now Cousin Oliver is getting their leftovers along with some additional dry food. Meanwhile, look at Carmella. She's watching Cousin Oliver eat breakfast outside. She is so nosy. For a little kitten, she is so nosy. It is 2 p.m. and lunch is served. She's getting fresh water, and then she's going to try some of the Nulo cat food. It's like beef, chicken, and salmon mixed together, along with her Science Diet tender chicken entree. Okay, let's put this in your crate. There you go. I really love this little tray. It just makes everything easy. Easy to clean, easy to serve. I have to scoop her litter box. It's a mess. But first, I have to give Splash and Simba their lunch and everyone else their snack. Today for lunch, everyone is getting the same snack, even Splash and Simba, because I've decided that what I'd like to do is get them on an earlier dinner schedule so I can get to bed earlier. And then for Splash and Simba, I'll just give them like a midnight snack or an early morning snack in these two automatic feeders here. This area needs to be cleaned up. The cats have been playing. So that's what we're going to do today. We're going to try out a new schedule, a new routine. We're going to see if we can start a new routine. So everyone is going to get just the same snack. You got two things that are fluttering. Okay, go ahead. Go play. Okay. Okay, go play. Yeah. Okay, you play. I'll be back.
It's 6:19 p.m. and there's Carmella. She's laying on the day sofa, relaxing on this blanket. I'm so happy that she's learning to relax, even though I still think she doesn't get much sleep during the day or even at night. Although I have to say that when I do fall asleep in here, I will wake up and she'll be asleep on top of me. Like this afternoon, for example, I was playing with her for a while and it was rainy out and she was looking out the window and she was really interested because I put some birdseed outside for the birds and she was watching the birds. So I was like, okay, I'm just going to relax here. I'm going to just shut my eyes and relax. Well, the next thing I know, it's like an hour and a half later and I'm waking up and she was sleeping on my arm. And I was like, oh, okay, all right. She's going to take a nap with me. That's fine. So I laid there with her for a while. And then I left because I was like, I didn't get anything done this afternoon that I wanted to. And she stayed there. She's still on the day sofa. So I think the more I relax in this room, the more relaxed she gets. Or it could maybe just be that she's getting a little bit older. She's going to be 4 pounds in a day or two, probably tomorrow. If not tomorrow, then the next day. So she is getting a little bit older. And I have to count the weeks. How many weeks has she been inside now? She's been inside for 4.5 weeks now. So probably around 32 days. So she's been inside for a good amount of time. And she's supposed to get her 3rd round of the dewormer in a few days. So I'm definitely thinking of letting her out of this room within the next few days. And as I say that, I'm flashing back to Boo when he was in this room and I let him out. And the first few times that I let him out, I made sure that the other cats were downstairs at the time. So it was Stella, Splash, and Simba. And even though, he was family with them, and because he was FIV positive and the vets weren't sure if he was also leukemia negative, he was kept separate from them for about 90 days. And so what I used to do is at night, Stella, Splash, and Simba would go downstairs, just like the Lucky 7 go downstairs. And then Boo would have free roam up here. So I might figure out a schedule like that where when the Lucky 7 are downstairs, like they are right now, I could put Splash and Simba in my room for a little while. And then she could just explore for an hour or two, or maybe like a day or two, I'll do that. And then I'll see what happens if she can interact with Splash and Simba. I'm just thinking out loud right now because I remember that's what I used to do with Boo. So maybe we'll do that with her also. I mean, she's very, very happy in this room. The cats are always happy in this room. But I'm curious to see what happens if she interacts with Splash and Simba. I think she'll be okay with Sammy also. Maybe a few of the other Lucky 7s. It's just Nancy, Richard, and Ringo that are my concerns. And maybe Simba. Simba hasn't been very nice to her. It is 7:21 p.m. and I know I'm shooting this through the screen door, but she is sleeping. All right, now she's not.
but she was sleeping. She had been sleeping for a short while. This is good progress for her because, like, she never sleeps. So I'm really happy that she's resting right now. It is 6:23 a.m. The sun is just coming up right now. And the weirdest thing just happened. Well, here's Carmella. You probably can't see her. So I was in her room giving her pets, and the shade was down, so there was not as much light in the room as there is now. And I was looking around, and everything was green. There's a pink blanket in her crate. I know it's pink. I put it in there last night, and I'm looking at it, and it's green. It's like a yellow-green color, and I'm like, what is going on? And then I'm like looking at other things in the room, and everything I'm looking at is green. It was the weirdest thing. So I was like, oh no, I hope I'm not getting sick. So there's a bottle of water in the room. So I start drinking the bottle of water. I'm like, oh, this is weird. So then I was like, well, maybe it's just the lighting, because, in the morning, lighting tends to be like bluish. Like sometimes if I film out the window, I'll get like a bluish tint on the video. So I was like, well, maybe it's the lighting. Maybe it's just bluish lighting. So I opened the shade a little bit, and now when I look, the colors were there again. But that was just the most weird thing. I've never experienced that before, ever. It was like everything I looked at in the room was green. There's no light on. There's no green light on. There's no LED light on to make everything green. It was just weird. It is 7:30 a.m. and look where we are today. Carmella weighs 4 pounds and 0.4 ounces. She reached 4 pounds today. She's getting so big, so big. So she spent the night mostly by herself in this room on the day sofa. She was not in the crate. I hung out with her for a little while, but then I was like, I'm going to get a good night's sleep in my own bed. So that's what I did. And this morning she was already up when I woke up. For breakfast, she's having some of her favorite Wholehearted flake chicken. And she's trying some of the Merrick Perfect Bistro kitten food, and that's chicken also. So she's very happy to be eating breakfast today. Now that she's 4 pounds, I'm giving her more food. She was getting like 2 ounces of food per meal, so I'm giving her a little bit more than 2 ounces of food per meal. I'm going to look at the calorie requirements of a 4-pound kitten and make sure she's meeting them. It is 11:06 a.m. and Carmella has just had playtime for the past hour. First with some wand toys, and then with this Smarty Cat electronic toy that I had in the living room. And she loves this toy, except it needs batteries. It's not working correctly. And I just ordered her a new toy off of Amazon, the kind that the other cats have. I think it's the Podoroma 3-in-1 toy. So that'll arrive later today. And then I ordered another toy similar to the one Nancy loves with the ball in like the bag. So she'll have lots of electronic toys to keep her entertained. I'm going to leave her with this one right now. And she'll have some fun with that. It is 3:40 p.m. and here's Carmella and she's getting her lunch now because I totally forgot to give her lunch today. This is the first time that happened. Like, I gave lunch to every other cat. They had a snack instead of lunch because I'm trying to change their schedule. And she was sleeping. So she's actually learning how to sleep, and she was sleeping here. And I remember I went downstairs and I got her the other bed that just went through the laundry. And so I was like, oh, I'll put the bed here. And she's been sleeping, which is great. I feel like over the past few days, she's finally learning how to sleep because I swear she's not been sleeping since she's been in this house. So with that going on and then with work stuff going on, it was like I just totally spaced out on it. I totally forgot to give her lunch. So let me tell you how I remembered. Sammy has been howling. She has just been howling for no reason. I'm like, what is wrong with you, Sammy? At first I thought she was hungry, so I gave her some snacks. But then she's still howling. She went downstairs and she's howling. And I'm like, something is wrong with Sammy. Something is wrong because she's not acting normal at all. So then I was like, okay, do you want some food? I thought maybe she was like really hungry, even though I watched her eat her full breakfast. So I was like, okay. So I open up a can of food. And as I'm giving her the food, that's when she tells me, she's like, Carmella has not had her lunch. And I was like, oh my gosh, that is true. So I just took her food out of the refrigerator. She might not be eating it right now because it needs to warm up a little bit. But she ate some of it and I gave it to her so she can nibble on that. Hello, baby. And at least now she has her lunch. I can't believe I forgot to give you lunch. I can't believe I forgot to give you lunch. Okay, you could go back to sleep. You could take your nap, okay? I mean, look at her breakfast plate. She licked that clean. Good girl. Good girl, Carmella. You're a very good girl. Okay? Good girl. And here's Sammy. Look at this. Oh my gosh. Too close for comfort. Okay, move in. Move out. I gotta zip this up. Okay, move over. Okay, let me zip this up. I'll open the door and I'll zip that up, okay? Sammy was very concerned about you, Carmella. Good job, Sammy. You're such a good girl. That was so nice of you, Sammy. Carmella says, thank you, Sammy. Thank you, Sammy, for getting my lunch. Right? You say, thank you, Sammy, for getting my lunch. And there's Sammy. She's going to settle in for a while. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl, Sammy. Good looking out for your baby sister, okay? It is 6:49 a.m. Here's Simba, right? I just opened the window so Simba could smell some air and look outside, and it's snowing. We have snow flurries. It's November 11th, and we have snow. Hopefully it's just a few flurries and not anything that's going to accumulate because there are still a lot of leaves on the trees. And it's very, very dangerous to get snow that accumulates when you have leaves on the trees. That happened quite a few years ago when I was living in a different area in New Jersey, and it was so dangerous. The branches were just snapping off the trees from the weight. It is 7:32 a.m. and Splash and Simba have been super picky with their breakfast today. So I gave them some of the Tiki Cat Silver, and they don't like it. It was the chicken, the shredded chicken. And then I gave them some of the leftover food that they ate for lunch the other day. They didn't want to eat it. So I opened up a pouch of the wellness morsels, salmon and tuna, and it looks like they're eating it now. Here's Simba. Carmella is crying because she wants her breakfast. I'm just about to feed her, but I have to make sure that I feed Simba and Splash first so they don't get mad. You ready for breakfast? You ready for breakfast? These are her two bowls. This was, the gray bowl was her nighttime feeding. And then the other bowl, I think it was left over from her dinner. I think that's the wellness food that she didn't eat. But she's at the point now where she is getting a little bit more fussy with her food. Even though she's always been kind of fussy. Okay, we gotta get the scale ready. Where are you gonna be on the scale today? All right, this morning she is 4 pounds and 1.3 ounces. Good job, Carmella. She gained, I don't know, an ounce since yesterday. I have to check the notebook. So it ends up that the food I gave her for breakfast, which is the science diet liver and chicken, is what's in this bowl that she didn't finish. So she's not too happy with her breakfast, but she used to love that food. Just a few weeks ago, that was one of her favorite foods. You don't like your food now? Now you're being fussy? You don't want to eat that food? Eat your breakfast. Here you go. Maybe she just wants some time to eat it. Maybe it's a little bit too cold because I did take it out of the refrigerator, but it was sitting on the counter for a while. So I'll see if she goes back to eat it. Look what she did with that toy. I didn't even put it on. I put it together last night. I didn't even put it on. She dismantled the whole thing. What happened here? We'll put it on? We'll put it on? Okay, here we go. Ready? It's about 12 p.m. and I am in Boo's room with Carmella. She's hiding under the day sofa right now because I have 2 new boxes here. I just got an Amazon order last night and I ordered a toy for Carmella and a toy for the other cats also. This is the Podoroma 3-in-1 hide and seek butterfly cat toy. I have one downstairs that the cats love. I used to have one upstairs, but the butterfly broke off of it. And I put it, I think it might be in the closet in this room. I don't know. I put it away because I don't want them using it with like a broken butterfly. Like there's no butterfly on it. It's just a wire that sticks up. So I need to figure out how to get that off and then recharge it for the cats, maybe buy a replacement butterfly. But I wanted to get one of these for Carmella because she's been enjoying that Smarty Cat toy, which doesn't work as well as this one. So I got her one of these, and then I got this undercover cat toy. The cats have not tried this one before. This is another one where you put the ball in like a bag, but instead of a square bag, this is a round one. So we're gonna see if they like this one better. I should say that the ball in the square bag is like Nancy's favorite toy. The other cats could kind of take it or leave it. Hello, little Carmella. Hello, little Carmella. She ate most of her breakfast. That is good. So here's what we have in the box. We have the user's guide. And then we have a feather. And we have a fish with ribbons. I gotta put these somewhere. She's not gonna immediately steal them. We have the USB charger. We have the wand. We have the fabric that goes over the toy. Okay, Carmella. And then here we have the butterfly. And I need to figure out how to take this off the other toys. I couldn't figure out how to take it off the other ones. And then we have the toy. I think I'm going to have to charge this up first. I don't know if this will work already. Okay, I'm going to charge this up even though it's moving around. But let's assemble this. Carmella can't wait to play with it. She can't wait. Okay, this goes on here, right? And then this goes around here to lock it on. Am I doing this wrong? Oh, unlock. There's an arrow here. Do I put the arrow on unlock? Yeah, and then lock. Okay. And then, I don't know if you could hear her purring. She's purring so loud. So then this part, how does this go on? Does it just press in there? This is not going in there, Carmella. Oh, okay. There's like little things. How does that work? We got to figure this out. How does this work? Does it tell us how? Oh, so it says do the other one first. Uh-oh. Don't take that away. All right, here we go. Here we go, Carmella. So here, oh, this is a little bit different. What is this? Look at this. I don't think the other ones have this metal screw to hold the wand on. I don't know if they do, but I don't think they do. I think I would remember that. So let's loosen that up. Uh-oh, is the wand not going to go on? Ow. The wand is stuck. Let's see if we get the wand to go on properly. My hands are so dry right now. I need something that's going to like grab it better. Okay, now it's all the way in, so let's tighten this thing. Okay. Now I'm going to give her this one. She likes the fish with the ribbons. She loves ribbon toys. That snaps in there. Now, how does the top thing go on? It says align the grooves with the fastener pressed down. Okay, let's put the grooves in. Okay, hold on. Is that it? That's it. You just align it and press it down. Okay, so now I got to charge this. Oh, look at that. I just realized this is her other toy that's like the fish with the ribbons. Okay, we got to charge this up first, okay? You can't play with it yet. We got to charge it up. Okay? Got to charge it up. I got to take it out. I got to take it out. We got to charge it, okay? We're going to take it out. We're going to charge it. Not yet. You're not playing yet. Okay, let's check out this one. All right, Carmella, let's check this one out. Let's open it up. It's amazing they could always fit these in such small boxes. So what do we have here? Here's the ball. And then here's the fur that goes around the ball. Here's the charger. Oh, they give you like a tail that you could put on the ball. That's interesting. Okay, now let's see how big this is, Carmella. Look. You can't play with this yet. You can't play with that yet. We're waiting. We're waiting. Yeah, look. This is a nice size. It's a weird pattern on it, but it's a nice size. I think the ball has to be charged. Let's see. Is it going to move? Okay, there's a little bit of a charge on it. I'm going to charge it anyway. I just want to make sure it's charged. You want to be happy just sitting on that? You happy just sitting on that like that? Okay, I'm going to charge it up. I'm going to charge it up. You play with it later, okay? Okay, you're going to just sit there? Okay, you're not going to just sit there. It is 8:10 a.m. and today Carmella weighs 4 pounds and 3 ounces. I think she gained more than an ounce from yesterday. For breakfast, she's having some of the wholehearted chicken morsels for all life stages, along with some of the kindful chicken pate for kittens. Look how big she's getting. Carmella, you're getting so big. I should also mention that she had her third round of the dewormer this morning. She ate it in a squeeze up. So now in another few weeks, I just take a stool sample to the vet and we'll see if she still has worms. It is 8:30 a.m. and the Lucky Seven are having their breakfast. It is Wellness Wednesday, so they're having 3 different types of wellness. They're having some of the minced, some of the morsels, and some of the shreds. Here's Richard, Nancy, Sammy, and Ziggy. And over here we have Eva, Ringo, and Goldie. Now today, before I fed them, I was able to pet Goldie on her back. She has mats on her back. Like, she has a lot of matted fur on her back. I don't know how it got that way, but I was able to pet her. I was surprisingly able to pet her. I just ran my hand down her back because I said I wanted to feel what's going on over there. And yeah, it's mats of fur on her back. So I don't know what we're going to do about this. So it's very, very difficult for me to brush her. She doesn't like being brushed. And I've tried that in the past. And the last time I tried that was when I just noticed something weird on her back. I was like, it looks like maybe she has a mat on her back. And sure enough, it was hard for me to get a brush through it. But now she has more mats on her back. So I don't know if they're going to have to be cut off or what. I remember at one point, Stella had a mat of fur over her hip area. And I remember I had to cut that off. And Stella did not like me cutting it off. I remember she was laying on my bed at the time. And every time I tried to just cut off the fur, she would get mad at me. And her mat was smaller than Goldie's mat. Goldie feels like she has, I don't know, multiple mats of fur on her back. I don't know. So this is going to be challenging. Especially now with the kitten, because I can't really isolate Goldie in Boo's room because Carmella's in there, unless I put Carmella in her crate and somehow lure Goldie into that room, like what happened last time. I don't know. I'm just thinking out loud, but can you see her back? You see this area? See the area where it looks like the fur's like a little white or something? Yeah, that's just matted fur. It's about 2:15 p.m. And one of the things that I did today was I set up 2 new bird feeders. So I have these plant stands. They've been outside. I haven't been really using them. So I was in Lowe's today and I found these plastic inserts and I was like, I think these would be like a perfect fit. And sure enough, they are. So I filled them up with bird seed. And there's one here near this front window. And there's another one near the other window on the other side of the house. And there are cat towers in front of all of these windows. So I'm hoping that once the birds realize there is bird seed in these feeders, that they'll come and eat it and the cats will have something to watch. Right now, this is full of leaves because the landscapers were here and they were cleaning out a lot of the leaves in the yard. And they blew leaves into this one. Look at what's going on here. That's Nancy. That's Nancy. And look, there's already a bird in this one. So these are working out great. The cats are able to watch the birds from this window and not just from the windows looking over the patio. So that's awesome. Nancy's watching the birds. And there's Richard. I could always move him over, but he could see from where he is also. So I'm glad this will hold their attention. So Splash and Simba can watch birds from my bedroom. That's where they are right now. Carmella can watch birds from Boo's room. And now they can watch birds from the living room and the dining room. Here's the new toy that I bought for Carmella. I haven't even turned it on yet. I believe number 3 is the one where first the wand goes around and then the butterfly goes around. I think that's best for her. For the Lucky 7 downstairs and for Splash and Simba, I always use number 4, where the wand and the butterfly go around at the same time. I think I'm going to put a light on. Eat your breakfast. Nope, the other side. It is 8:30 a.m. Carmella is eating her breakfast, and today she weighs 4 pounds and 3.5 ounces. She's having the science diet, chicken and rice. She enjoys that. The landscapers are in my neighbor's yard, so it's really loud right now. It's 9 a.m. Carmella's watching birds from this bed by the window. She's so funny. This morning, Splash and Simba were watching birds eat food from this new feeder. It's 2:18 p.m. and I went downstairs to get this kicker toy for Carmella. I think there's catnip in here, but I'm not giving it to her for the catnip. I'm giving it to her because she's been like chewing on my arm and, wanting to use my arm as a kicker toy. Maybe she's teething. I don't know. So I figured let her use this. Now she's, what, are you afraid of it? You were just kicking my arm like a kicker toy. I'm giving you a kicker toy and you can use it. Maybe she doesn't know how to play with it because she's never had one before. Here, come on. Come on up. I just sat down on the day sofa and I have my computer with me. I wanted to just sit down here with her in the room and do some work to keep her company. And that's when she just wanted to grab onto my arm and keep biting it. So she could use that instead. There's my arm and there's the kicker toy. They're about the same size. Here. Here. Come get it. Go ahead, you play with it. You play. You play with it. Here. You don't know how to play with it. Is it too big for you? Okay, you want to just keep it here? Keep it there? I don't know if you could hear her. She's purring really loud. Good girl. Yeah, you play with it. You play with the toy. That's your toy. You play with the toy. It's yours. It's your toy. Yeah, you kick it. Kick it. Kick the toy. Here, move it up here. Here. Come on up. Come get it. Figure it out. You want to figure it out? You want it on the floor? Here. Play with it down there. You figure it out down there? You almost had it. You almost had it. You're doing the right thing. In the right direction. It is 2:39 p.m. Look at her. So I'm sitting here trying to work on my computer, and what she keeps doing is racing around the room, running across the day sofa and across my computer keyboard. She's done that multiple times now. That time she dove off the day sofa before she could get onto the computer. Oh, look at this. Look who it is. It's Sammy. Sammy's watching. Sammy, you want to come in? Want to come in, Sammy? I don't want Sammy to come in right now because I'm trying to get work done. I can't supervise cats together. It's 3:12 p.m. Look at Carmella. So she recently discovered this little hut on top of the crate. And she's been enjoying hanging out in it over the past few days. Instead of hanging out in the crate, she's hanging out on the crate. I think one of the reasons why is because she has a much better view of what's going on, like outside of the room from here. But it's so funny because she didn't want to use this when it was in the crate, but she's going to use it on top of the crate. You want to come in? You going to come in or no? You coming in? Carmella's on top of her crate. Carmella's looking at me like, what are you doing? Sammy just came in. She just rubbed on my legs. What you doing, Sammy? What you doing? You want me to you want me to close this up? Oh no, she doesn't want to be locked in here. Okay, all right, so then go relax. Go relax, Sammy, okay? All right, then don't put your claws on the screen. Okay, just relax. It's 4 p.m. Carmella's ready to take a nap. I'm so happy she's finally getting more sleep. She still doesn't sleep as much as the other cats in the house do. But at least she's starting to settle down more and get more sleep. Good girl. Good girl. Okay, I'm going to leave her here so I could go do some other things. I'm still working on my laptop. I'm just going to move to a different area, so I don't want to disturb her. Okay? And I'll see you later. It is 8:38 p.m. and I just broke so many of these little plates, these little bowls that I use for the cats. I'm very not happy about this at all. So there's a blue one broken, a gray one broken, one of these I think it was like buffalo china little bowls that I got at the thrift shop. There's another gray one broken. I don't know if that's another gray one back there broken. Very unhappy about this. So I'm vacuuming the house with my Dyson, and I was just about to open the door to go downstairs with it. And I was getting a bag so that I could also empty it out and just dispose of everything that was in the vacuum. And Nancy was meowing on the other side of the door, and she was just pestering me because she wants more food. They've already had dinner. They've already had crunchies. So I don't know why she keeps pestering me. So I guess I turned around wrong and I knocked all of these off this piece of furniture right here. So I had them on top of this piece of furniture, and I guess the vacuum knocked them off, and as you can see, they're dirty. I just pile up the dirty dishes after the cats use them during the day. And then at night, I put them all in the dishwasher. That's not going to happen. So now I have to clean all of this up. And then I'm going to have to maybe go to Daiso tomorrow and see if I could buy some more of these to replace these, because I use these every single day. And I'm not going to be able to replace this one because I got that at a thrift shop. So I'm just going to have to keep an eye on something like that. Or maybe I'll see if maybe Daiso has something similar to that. I'm just really unhappy about this because now I have to clean all of this up. And there's like little shards of pottery all over the place. It is now 9:10 p.m. and I cleaned the entire kitchen floor. There were shards of these ceramic bowls everywhere. We're talking across the room in all directions. It is 9:45 p.m. and I just gave Carmella some food for the night. So this is some of the Wholehearted chicken and tuna, and I put a few of the Nulo crunchies on top. And this other bowl over here, that was her dinner. This is the first time like she did not eat the majority of a meal. And that's Tiki Cat. That's Tiki Cat for kittens. It was the chicken and egg. And I don't know what it is about Tiki Cat, but the cats in this house just don't really like it. I mean, Boo used to love the Tiki Cat sardines, especially when he wasn't feeling good. That was one of the only things he would eat. And I would even say Stella, Splash, and Simba in the past used to like the Tiki Cat sardines. But recently, none of the cats in the house really enjoy Tiki Cat food. Even like the Tiki Cat Silver for the seniors, Splash and Simba don't really even like that. And that's why I had to stop Tiki Cat Tuesdays because no one was eating their food. So now even little Carmella doesn't want the Tiki Cat for kittens. I don't know what's going on with Tiki Cat food. But she's enjoying this Wholehearted food. I would say that's probably her favorite brand right now. I don't know why, but she loves that brand. So I put the bowl with the Tiki Cat in the crate, so if she wants to eat it, she can. Otherwise, she has her bowl of food there. What are you doing? What are you doing? What you doing, little girl? I gotta scoop your poop. I gotta scoop the litter. Oh, you gonna use it? She also has this habit of trying to help me scoop the litter, which is kind of funny because I'll be scooping the litter and she'll have to come over and want to kind of like paw around in the litter at the same time. You want to go hide in your box? You want to sleep in your bed in the crate tonight? Then I'll open the door to the room and I'll let Splash and Simba hang out with you. They could come hang out with you if you're in your crate tonight. You want to go in your crate? You want to go in your crate tonight? I still have not had a chance to kitten-proof the other rooms and then let her out of the room. This is the little harness that I had purchased for her, and it also comes with a leash. I haven't even taken it like off of the packaging yet. You want to wear your harness? You want to wear a harness? I'm so tired right now. I'm definitely not going to try this on her right now. I need to get a good night's sleep. I did not get much sleep last night. So I thought this was cute for her. And I still have the purple one that I put on Sammy. And I took her outside with that one. But that was for regular cat. This is for a kitten, so this should be smaller. You want your harness? She wants to go in. You want to go in? So now with Boo, when I wanted to put him in a harness, I'd give him something to eat, and he would be distracted by the food, and then I'd slip the harness on him. That's how I did it for Boo. But she's not hungry enough. All right, come on. You want to put this on? We'll put it on? Come here. We'll put it on. She thinks it's a toy. All right, let's wear it. Let's wear it. Oh, it gets stuck to the rug. Here you go. She doesn't want me to put it on right now. It's 7:40 a.m. Here's Simba. He's been watching birds and squirrels from the window. Hello, Simba. But he sees the camera, so this is what he does when he sees the camera. He says, I want to look cute. I want to look cute for the camera. Simba, you look so fluffy today. You look so fluffy. Here's Splash. Splash is watching the bird feeder over here. He's been watching birds for quite a while now. And there's Carmella. She's been watching birds from up there. Look how big she's getting. Carmella, you're getting so big. You're getting so big. I refilled this bird feeder maybe like a half hour ago. It is 8:04 a.m. And today Carmella is 4 pounds and 3.2 ounces. She's having some of the wholehearted chicken and tuna morsels for all life stages. She's been playing with her electronic toys this morning, her interactive toys that she loves. So she's been roughly the same weight for the past 3 days now. It's been like 4 pounds, 3 ounces, 4 pounds, 3.5, 4 pounds, 3.2. So I might need to start increasing the food that she's getting. I have been giving her a little bit more. So previously she was getting like 2 ounces of food per meal. Now I've been giving her like 2.5 ounces of food per meal. So I need to sit down and calculate calories and see what she needs. And I'm sure this didn't help. This is the tiki cat that she did not finish yesterday, so. Look at Splash, he's watching the birds. So there's birds from just about every window where there are cats. I'm downstairs brushing the lucky 7, and I'm at this window in the back room, and I just realized that they have a perfect view of the bird feeder also. Look at this. There's a whole bunch of birds here eating the bird seed. Normally Splash is in my bedroom by now, but he's like, yeah, I'm going to stay here and watch the birds. That feeder's almost empty. It is 9:21 a.m. Here's Cousin Oliver. I was just outside putting bird seed in all of the bird feeders, and then I said I better put some food out for him, and he came out from underneath the cover on the patio furniture. So maybe he's been hanging out under there this morning. I did notice that the door of the doghouse shelter was kind of pushed in this morning. So I said, well, someone's been in there. I don't know if it was him or one of the other animals. And then when I was just coming back inside, I looked again and the door was pushed out. So I was like, okay, well, maybe he was in there. Maybe he came out. And it appears that's the case. But I do have security cameras out there, so I should check on them. He's getting some canned food along with some dry food. And there's Ziggy. She likes to watch him eat. So we've been feeding a lot of animals today. We fed Splash and Simba. We fed a kitten. We fed the lucky 7. We fed all the birds outside and the squirrels. And now we're feeding Cousin Oliver. And I am trying to get myself ready to get out of here. So Daiso opens at 9 a.m., which means they're already open. So I could go there and try to buy some more of those little bowls that broke last night. Had a whole bunch of those little ceramic bowls break when they fell on the floor. When I was vacuuming, I moved the vacuum around and the back of the vacuum just knocked them down. The reason why that happened is because Nancy was pestering me and nonstop meowing and meowing and meowing. And she does it in a very demanding way. And I was like, okay, Nancy, I'll get to you. And as I was getting to her, that's when that happened. So it's about 1 p.m. I just got home. Let me show you what I picked up today. So I got these at H Mart. And these are long-handled spoons. These are like long-handled teaspoons that they sell. But the reason why I got these is for these cat food packets, because this way I can use these spoons to get like all the food out of these packets, because with like a normal spoon, I always end up getting like sticking a spoon in there or a fork. Then my fingers get cat food on them. So I figured these are going to be longer. It'll just be easier to get to the bottom of these pouches. I hate these pouches. I prefer cans over pouches. So I got these to help with these pouches. I also got these cute little ceramic bowls, one for Splash and one for Simba. They're very shallow. They're like a little shallow bowl. Check that out. They're almost the same size. So this is the bowl that I had that got broken yesterday. I had 2 of them. It was one for Splash and one for Simba. These are buffalo china. And these were like perfect for giving them a little meal. And then I got these today to replace these. And as you can see, It's almost the same size. Almost the same size. So that way Splash and Simba can have these, and I'll still use this one. It's just I need to have enough to go through a full day because I run the dishwasher once a day. And I got 3 more of these little gray ones because I believe 2 gray ones broke and a blue one broke. So I have 3 to replace the ones that broke. So we're doing good. Now Carmella eats on these also. She gets these 4 times a day. So I go through 4 of those for her. And then Simba and Splash, they get these for breakfast and lunch. So there's like 4 for them also. So there's like 8 in total a day. Sometimes at night, I'll also give Simba and Splash like a little snack, like a delectable soup or delectable stew. They'll get those in these also. So that'll be like 10 of these a day that I go through just for those 3 cats. So I should have enough now. I also got another one of these little trays for Carmella because she has one inside the crate, and then I'll use this one outside the crate where I've been using just like a paper towel. I'll use this one instead. It's almost 2 p.m. and I just gave Carmella her lunch, and this is a can of food that I just bought. I bought some kitten food at a local pet supply store. This is the BFF cha-cha-cha chicken in gravy. And the whole thing is just like liquid. I don't know if this can is wrong or they're all like that, but it's just like all liquid. Hardly any chicken. She's drinking it though. It's definitely hydrating for her. Because I don't think she's been drinking much water. Okay, there's finally some shredded chicken in there. Okay, you finish your lunch. I have to give all the other cats their lunch. Okay, finish your lunch and scoop all the litter and give everyone fresh water. I've been doing that around lunchtime. I do it all. So it's done for the day. She's been playing with this electronic toy this morning. Hello. And after I get the cat chores done, I'm probably going to pick up my laptop and work in here again this afternoon with her. Hello. Finish your lunch. Good girl. She's the first one to get lunch, and she's also the last one to get the litter scooped, just in case she still has worms, although by now she should be clear of them, but just in case, I do her litter last. That also gives her time to eat her lunch before I come in here and disturb her by scooping the litter. Here you go. It is 3:24 p.m. Look what she did. She has been tearing this place apart. She knocked everything off of the shelf, and now she's like laying on top of it. I had to take this scratching thing that was on the leg of the table and put it on my leg because she needs to get her nails clipped. And I tried to clip them, but she won't like let me hold her in order to do that. So I'm going to have to figure out a strategy to do that. It's about 11 p.m. and this is one of the things that I had to do today. So this middle shelf on this cart, she's been crawling around in this middle shelf, and there's a whole bunch of cat brushes in there and like other supplies that I had. I had like the training pads in there and just some toys and other things. So I had to clean everything out, and right now I just put a towel in there, and she's been jumping in there and enjoying this. I think she likes the view that she gets from here when the screen is in the door, so she could like see out. Right now she's running around the room, but yeah, that's what happened today. It's 11:20 p.m. Here's Carmella. And I've decided that it is time for her to get a bigger litter box because she's getting bigger and she needs more space because like there's constantly a ton of litter being kicked out of this little box. So this was fine when she first came inside. She was, oh my gosh, she was about half the size she is now. She was 2 pounds, 4 ounces. She was 2 pounds, 4 ounces when she first came inside. And now she's 4 pounds, 4 ounces just about. So she's 2 pounds larger. She's about twice the size that she was. So we're going to give her a bigger litter box. You're graduating to a bigger litter box. Right now, I'm going to give her the bigger litter box. I'm just going to dump everything in here in the bigger litter box. And then tomorrow, I'm going to clean out this crate. She's probably not going to use it overnight because she's probably going to sleep on the day sofa. This is the litter box that I am going to give her. This is a medium-sized litter box. It's a good thing that I save like cat supplies and I don't toss them out or give them away when I'm done with them because something always happens and I always end up using stuff that I had or that I have put away in the storage room. So this is one of those cases. I've used this in the past. I believe I used this with Ditto. So now we're using it with Carmella. There it is. It fits almost just as good. It's a little bit wider and a little bit longer, but she never really used the space over here anyway. She like lays here sometimes, or she'll play with this swinging toy. And now she just has more room in the litter. She doesn't really spend much time in this crate at all. You gonna use your new litter box? You gonna try it out? Go ahead, give it a try. Give it a try. Try your litter. Oh, now you're gonna sit there. Now you're gonna sit there. She says, "See, look, I still have enough room to sit there if I want to sit there." It's midnight, and I'm gonna sleep in here with Carmella. She's so happy. She keeps jumping on top of the day sofa, but I'm like, I have to shut the light off. I have to get up. As soon as I shut the light off and I lay down here, she's going to jump up on me again. But right now, she just jumped down. So, all right. Good night, Carmella. Good night, Simba. Good night, Splash. Good night, Sammy. Good night, Richard. Good night, Nancy. Good night, Ziggy. Good night, Ringo. Good night, Eva. Good night, Goldie. I think that's everyone, right? Okay. All right, time for bed. It is 7:30 a.m. Here's Simba. Simba's been watching birds this morning. Right now he's watching Nancy. Here's Nancy. She just came upstairs. Hello, Nancy. Good morning. Good morning, Nancy. You want to watch birds also? You up here to watch birds? Here's Splash. He's been watching birds also. I have to go outside and refill the bird feeders. And then I have to think about water. I do have a big, giant bowl of water on the side of the house. And I know the birds drink out of that because I see them on the security camera footage. What I need to do is get out the heated water bowls, the ones that plug in, and they stay heated so they don't freeze in the winter. And I think I used 2 of those last year. And one of them I used to put a plate of food in there for Cousin Oliver. And the other one I had for water. So I got to figure out which ones I'm going to use again this year. I am so happy with these spoons that I bought yesterday because look how long they are. Look, they fit perfectly in these little cat food pouches. The handle does not get dirty. My hands don't get dirty. And the spoon portion is small enough that you can get in all the little nooks and crannies in the bottom of this pouch and get all of the food out, like every last bit of it. Simba's waiting for his breakfast. Ready for breakfast? Ready for breakfast? Okay. And these are the new bowls that I bought for Splash and Simba, and they are the perfect size. I know you can't see it right now because Simba's eating. Here's Splash's bowl. As you can see, this holds half of a pouch perfectly. They get a half portion for breakfast and lunch. And there's still plenty of room, so if he wants to push some of the food around, it should not get pushed out of the bowl. So I'm pretty happy with these. It's time for breakfast now. You ready? You ready for breakfast? There's her plate from last night. She ate everything. You hungry? Are you hungry? Okay, ready for food? Ready for breakfast? Are you ready for breakfast? Ready? Ready? Today, she is 4 pounds and 4.1 ounces, so that's good. She gained about half of an ounce since yesterday, which is perfect. She's having some of the BFF food. This is the chicken and salmon. This food is all super, super soupy. So thankfully she likes that. She hasn't been drinking much water. She really gets the majority of her moisture from her food. She's very hungry. Last night I slept in this room on the day sofa. And since I put the arm down like a bed, like it's totally flat, it is so much more comfortable to sleep on. So I fell asleep in here last night and I pretty much slept through the night, like no interruptions. I did kind of semi-wake up a few times and she was laying on top of me. And then I just fell back asleep. I was so tired. Actually, when I first fell asleep, she was laying like on my shoulder. She likes to curl up next to my neck. And that's a problem because she purrs so loud. Like she purrs so loud right next to my ear. And I'm like, oh my gosh, how am I ever going to get to sleep? But I was so tired last night. I just went right out. And then when I woke up, she was kind of like laying on my legs. But I didn't like totally wake up. So good job, Carmella. It's 8:48 a.m. Here's Ringo. He's hunting birds. He's so funny. He was on top of the cat tower, but then he noticed birds were outside. They're in the tree right there. And he decided to jump down to this lower location so he could hunt them better. They're not going to see him, but he could see them. It is 1:45 p.m. Here's Carmella. She's been relaxing on top of her crate. And it is lunchtime and snack time for the cats. And today I roasted a chicken breast and maybe she'll eat it. With the other cats, it's going to be hit or miss. but she might like it. It's just plain. And it's just one chicken breast that I'm going to divide up amongst all the cats in the house, so it's going to be split 10 ways. She ate all of her breakfast, and she finished her food from last night. I have to clean these up. Okay, so she's enjoying that. I gave her little pieces. I cut it small. And now I'm going to give it to the other cats. Hopefully they'll eat it. Good job, Carmella. So they've been having their afternoon snacks in little cupcake liners, like little paper cupcake liners. And when I went to the store the other day, they didn't have the regular ones, but they had these. They had red ones for Christmas because we're coming upon the Christmas season. And I just opened this package and they smell. Maybe they need to air out. They have almost like a chemical odor, probably from the red coloring. So I actually don't even want to use these to feed the cats their snack. Here's their afternoon snack or their lunch, and they're having some of the roasted chicken with a few of the oral care crunchies and then some of the calming treats from Pet Honesty. All the cats just had their snack, and Carmella's going to get her lunch. This is a Shiba for kittens. It's chicken. Okay, you ready for your lunch? Okay, here you go. We have to clean up this room later. Today's my cleaning day. I have a lot of cleaning to catch up on. I've been cleaning since 10 a.m. and right now it's 2 p.m. And I feel like I haven't even made a dent. Like there's so much stuff that needs to be organized and gone through and scanned into a computer and stuff like that. So I wanted to see if she would eat it if I did not like squash it up for her. Like if I just gave it to her as one big piece, like is she going to bite into it? Or is she just going to lick it? Looks like she's just licking it. Yeah, she's not really biting into it. I wonder if it's because of her teeth. You want me to squish it for you? You want me to squish it for you? I squished it up for her and now she's enjoying it better. I looked in her mouth a little bit. She still has tiny, tiny teeth. Such tiny, tiny teeth. But she's definitely has gotten better at eating crunchies. Simba just went into Boo's room with Carmella. He's here right now. But I opened the screen and he walked in. And then he walked over here. He was looking in the crate. And then she was like looking at him. And then she went and she ran underneath the day sofa. And that scared him. So then he ran out. You want to go back in? You want to go back in? He wants to go in. He wants to hang out by the window. Okay. You want me to take you in? Come here. Come here, Simba. I'll take you in. Simba, you're okay. It's a little baby. She's a little baby, Simba. Simba, she's a little baby. She wants to play, okay? Be nice, Carmella. She wants to jump on him. Be nice, Simba. Just be nice. Be nice, Carmella. Don't jump on him. Okay, how would we do this, Carmella? Let's put you in your crate, okay? She went under the day sofa because I tried to pick her up and put her in her crate. Let me see if I can do that now. No, see, she's too smart. Simba wants to hang out over here, maybe on top of the cat tower. She's interested in him. He's afraid of her. Or maybe he's just giving her a warning. I just got her in the crate by using a laser pointer. The reason why I want her in the crate is because Simba's in the room and I need to leave the room for a while. I don't want to leave the two of them unsupervised right now. They could spend more time together. I was hoping to kitten-proof the other rooms today and maybe let her out later. I mean, I think this is a good start for the two of them. She's looking at Simba. Simba's here. I could come back later and let her out and, you know, she could be with Simba in the room. But right now I need to get stuff done. I need to scoop all the litter boxes in the house. I need to give the cats fresh water. I need to finish everything that I need to finish today. I'm in the middle of doing all the cat dishes. So there's a lot to get done. It's not like I'm sitting here with nothing to do and I could just watch cats all day. It's not like that. I feel like some people watch these videos and have no concept of everything else that I need to get done. Like I have a full-time job. I have a house to take care of. I have other things to take care of. Like there's a lot going on. That's why it's so challenging right now to take care of a kitten on top of 9 cats. She's looking at Simba. She wants to be friends with Simba. But Simba's not having it right now. I just don't trust him to be nice to her if I leave the room. So let the two of them stare at each other for a while. It's 5 p.m. I just put food out for Cousin Oliver, and all of a sudden I see this. That is my neighbor's cat, Hennessy, coming over to eat food. Now, I saw Cousin Oliver earlier this afternoon, and he was limping a little bit, this time on a different leg. So I hope he's doing okay. And I hope he ate some of the food that was still on the patio. I noticed that there was some food eaten off of some paper plates this afternoon. I spent several hours this afternoon in the greenhouse. I had to insulate the entire thing for the winter. I usually do that in November. This year I'm trying something new, and I'm wrapping the entire inside with bubble wrap. In the past, I used to use clear plastic, like heavy-duty tablecloth covers. I used to buy those at the Christmas tree shop. Used to get a great deal on those, and they worked well insulating the inside of the greenhouse. But Christmas tree shops went out of business, and now if I want to buy those, they're like 4 times more expensive because no one sells them as cheap as the Christmas tree shops did. So I was like, you know what? I'm just going to go to Home Depot, buy a big roll of bubble wrap, and we'll see how that works. Some people say it works great. Other people say that it's not going to be thick enough, not going to be strong enough, but only time will tell. Thank you for watching this Lucky Ferals video. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe if you'd like me to post more videos, and please make sure to check out these other videos that were selected especially for you.